Hello. I'm Talia Trevere, and I'm here to start another new game today. This time we've got Amarantus, which I've been looking forward to for a long while. This was on my wish list since practically I started this channel. It's just, there's always been something else to play, but I'm finally getting around to this one, and I'm very excited for it. I don't know much about it. I was looking up stuff on Steam and whatnot, and this one actually has relatively few reviews compared to a lot of the other stuff I've played on this channel. But the ones that I've seen have been very promising. And already I'm very much enjoying this start screen. I just love the vibe of it. Yeah, just like the fact that there's this kind of bright light coming in from the back, even though everything is dark, just makes it kind of unsettling. I find that very fun. Anyway, I'm expecting a lot of this out of this game. I feel like it sounds like the main kind of draw of it is the kind of relationships between your main character and the party members, and also presumably among the party members themselves. So I'm expecting there to be a lot of options and a lot of kind of different branching paths. I don't know if I can promise that I'll do multiple playthroughs and try different options. We'll, I guess, kind of see once we try one playthrough and kind of get more of a feel for what kind of options there are. Anyway, I do want to mention that there are content warnings in the description. Please take a look and, make sure there isn't anything in there that you would be super uncomfortable with. I know compared to, I think, pretty much everything else on this channel, this one actually has some spicy content, apparently. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to be going for it, but it's there and it might come up. So, just be warned. Anyway, I think that's probably enough of me rambling. Let's get this game started. Alright, this is a visual novel. Would you like some tips about playing visual novels? Only show me tips specific to Amarantus. Automatically save the game each time you quit or return to the main menu. That's nice. To continue to resume where you left off. That is excellent. Thank you. Okay. Probably need to play through the game more than once. Okay, well. It sounds like we probably will end up doing that, but... Oh, here, hang on. I just realized that... my face is kind of cutting off the dialogue. I'm gonna keep going a little while to get more of a feel for where the dialogue in this game is gonna be, but if it's gonna be over on this side a lot, I might have to move myself. Also, hey Kit, welcome to the stream. Also, side note, let me know if the sound is okay. I was testing it a little bit earlier and it seemed a little bit quiet. I tried to bump it up a little bit, but yeah, let me know if it's okay now. Thanks for reading. Okay, cool. What is all this? Enable sound effect captions? I don't think we need that. Enable line interruptions? What does that mean? Interruptions enabled. Dialogue... sorry, I didn't see that. Dialogue will sometimes be cut off partway through a line and the next line played automatically. Do we want that? I guess let's go with it. Let's start the game then. The music may be a little bit loud over your voice, but if you can't adjust it, then it's fine. No, I can absolutely adjust that. How's that? Is that better? I can hear you just fine. Okay. Yeah, when I was testing before, I thought the game was actually a little bit quiet, so I bumped it up, but maybe I did a little bit too much. Yeah, let me know if that's good now. Oh, Kitty is here. Kitty is licking me. Very cute. And I love the art already. I love that texture here. It's very cool. I could be your friend, if you'd like to be. I was... No. That is not at all what I want. Ooh, she wants something... She wants something more, I was gonna say. Arik! What is going on? You have to go, boy! Dad? They're at the door. Okay, hang on. I think this is this autoplay setting. It's going way too fast. Can I... Natural timing. Can I get it to not auto-advance? I was just gonna say the art style is familiar to me, but now the story's jumping into the thick of it. Yeah, we certainly, got right into it. I think as long as the interrupts are off, that's probably going to be fine. Is there like a history? Hang on. Okay, let's... Is that the front door? Lucy pulls me to my feet. I'm definitely curious about what the setting of this is, because it... Like, this character's design at least looks pretty modern. But some of the other things that we've seen look a little bit more old-fashioned. So it's kind of hard to say. I feel like from some of the character designs that I saw in the promo art, it looked almost like American, like, Civil War era-esque? I don't know. It's interesting. I guess we'll find out more as we see more of this world. Come on, boy. Don't look at me like... Have your things. You packed? How'd you... You had a bag ready? For me? I'm trying to take you away, Arik. You have to leave. Are they going for him specifically? What's special about him? He found us. You always said... We're not ready. They can't take you this easily. What? What about you two? You have to hide, Arik. The Bell Guards will take you in. They'll have to if you beg for sanctuary. Don't tell Mireille more than you have to. Don't go wandering about. If they're coming for everyone, shouldn't we... Stop asking questions! Is that... Mom? Oh, I love that animation of the character moving in, wow. All we've ever tried to do was keep you alive, Arik. Don't risk that for us now. Yeah, I don't think this is actually, like, in a historical setting. I think it's a fictional world. But I'm just trying to figure out kind of what, you know, what the aesthetic is kind of inspired by, more so than, like, what it actually is. Look, son. Just wait. Wait, alright? We'll sort this out and come for you. Dad, Go! Me too. I need to get to Mireille. I need to see what's going on. Oh, Mom may be dead already. Typical. Yep. Let's see if Dad makes it or not. We'll see. Alright, our first choice. I need to get to Mireille. Make sure she's safe. So they've finally been caught. Mel and Tari were always so sure they'd get away with it, but You can't go around talking like that forever. The Lord had to nab them eventually. Should I move to the other side? I'm going to try moving to the other side. I think maybe that'll be better for this game. I keep slow, cautious and hidden in the shadows. No one here. The soldiers must have started with us. Smart plan. Pick up the people who talk the loudest first, then have them point you in the right direction. There's an enormous pine tree overhanging Mireille's rooms. Mireille? I seem to recall you had... Oh! Oh, no. Did Marius send you? Has something happened? Something's happened to me! I'm sure Marius is fine. Oh, he always is. But whatever is it? Let me in, please. They're looking for me, and I don't want them finding my crumpled body in the garden in the morning. What is this, Arik? She's so cute. Yeah, I love her design. I love just the character sprites in general. Like, her facial animations are really expressive, and just like the way that the characters move around is very good. Just the way that everything moves in this game so far has been really well done, I feel like. Does Marius get all these questions? Don't you just let him in? When it's my brother, there's distinctly less chance of an anguished runaway making a midnight confession of love or such. And anyone else in this tree doesn't tend to try to get in, Arik, darling. Lord Kodot's finally cottoned on to us. He never... Soldiers came to the house, tried to take us away. Mal bundled me out the window, said to head to you and beg sanctuary. Oh, okay, so that's... Tari was holding the soldiers off. These are his parents that he's talking about, right? He refers to them by first name. I wonder if, he's adopted or something. Yeah, I was wondering about the tree thing, too. Cottoned, I think, is a pretty common saying. At least I've heard it before. I don't know what happened to them. We have to do something. They knew this was coming. I think they had a plan. They won't give up anyone else, and the soldiers can't come for your parents without serious evidence. But what will happen to them? Nothing that'll get better if you're involved. Said all you have to do is hide me, okay? They'll deny all accusations, play dumb, and come and get me after. What if I refuse to go back? If it's not safe with them anymore, maybe now I'll be allowed to get out. Maybe I can stay with Marius. Huh. Maybe now I'll be allowed to get out. So it sounds like his parents were hiding him. Like, there's something particularly special about this guy, and his parents didn't want this lord to find him, and he was not allowed to get out? Interesting. Maybe I can finally go. Please. I've been tossed out of bed, pushed out a window, and then crept through the entire village to get to you. I can't stay up here much longer. Can you go in Maria's soul room overnight? They'll find me. And I suppose it'd be too obvious that we were hiding you. You could always toss out some hay in the stable roof. On second thought, I think the tree thing is that he, like, climbed up a tree to get to her window. That's probably the likely explanation for that. Well, you could. Climb down and I'll meet you there. This place is bigger than my house. Hey. And a good evening to you as well. Here, up this ladder. But first... the hay down here will be fresher. That bale there. And maybe the top layer from this one. And can you carry just one more? She doesn't offer a helping hand, just running commentary. She's so classy, yeah. I scraped together a decent nest in the rafters. Are you going back to bed? Are you safe? Safe as I think we'll get. And I'm wiped. Well then. I'll reach out to some contacts. I really need to get back to sleep. Yes, I did deduce that. Would you like a book? My mom gifted me a stack of historical epics the other day. They've been gathering dust till I saw you next. I'll be out like a light as soon as I hit the hay. Mother! I was not expecting that. What happened? I'm not coming with you. You can't. Arik? Oh, okay, the brother is here. We're good. We're good. It's all cool. Arius? You sleep in the stables? Not every night. Only when I'm having an absolutely god-awful time and need somewhere to hide out till they forget about me. They're hunting you down too? The soldiers? What did you do? I feel like it's not the soldiers. I feel like it's something completely different. That he just got in his own form of trouble. Soldiers? It's just the usual crowd. Stepped on the wrong toes. Does Mira know you're in here? She put me in here. Does she know you're in here? God damn it, guys. Hope not. Are we gonna get to see his face at some point? I thought you weren't allowed anywhere near the property anymore. Well, that's spicy. What? Huh. Is he, like, disowned? Just hoarding up troublemakers in the stables, yeah. What? Also, by the way, is my placement okay? Because I'm, like, trying to make sure I'm not covering the portraits or anything. I think I'm fine. Yeah, you can still see the character portraits and stuff. Yeah, let me know if I ever need to move. Alright, buddy, friendo. Lay off. I just want some dang sleep, okay? Jeez, bud. That's your mattress? Look, get up. Let a master show you how it's done. I like this guy already. We can do as a pile of hay over here. See, right on top of the rafters. Less creaky. And another over here. Or we could just make one real big pile, right? You should take it slow tonight. I'll stay over here. Sleeping on the same pile of hay. I low-key ship it already. Right, right. We're the best. See you in the morning, Rico. Oh, I'm enjoying this dynamic. He'll be gone in the morning. He always is. What is his deal, though? That is very mysterious. There are voices coming from just outside the stables. Sounds like a crowd with horses. Marius is gone. I thought these two were brothers. No. Mireille, the girl from earlier, referred to Marius as her brother. So, like, I was, assuming that that was that, but it seems like he's not allowed here? So, he's a friend who's a bad influence, apparently. Like, what's his story? I'm very curious already. I love how this game is throwing us into this story with, like, no context on these character relationships. So, I'm very much looking forward to finding out all the juicy deets. Or did I misread that? Am I remembering it wrong? That's how I interpreted that line, at least. Anyway. My bag, my sword, is just within reach. Dive into the hay, fastening my hand around the hilt of the sword. They're looking for you, Arik. Malantari? No, I think she means the soldiers. Oh, no. He's asking about them. Gotcha. Gone. Taken. And... your place has been torched. To the ground. I'm sorry, Arik. No, it's okay. It's fine. I always figured it was coming. And they'll be fine. They wouldn't let themselves be taken if they weren't going to be fine. It seems like they're not dead yet. But they never did anything. They walked out before I was around. And they talked non-stop, didn't they? About the war ending, what happened to his father, this never-ending tyranny. You can't run away and then talk like that forever. Eventually you have to act. Yes, but they weren't going to act, were they? They just liked to talk. They all have plans. All he wanted you to do was to stay safe. They're not coming to get me. They never did anything. They can't get in too much trouble. They'll be let go eventually, and everything will just go back to normal. I don't think he's okay with that. I think Arik wanted them to act. I think he wanted them to do something more. My house. When the Lord realizes it was a mistake, I'm sure the court will make up for it. That's very optimistic of her. For now, it's fine, though. I insisted I hadn't heard from you for a few days. Yeah, I just feel like she has kind of a more optimistic view of the, you know, the political situation because she seems to be in like a more powerful position than Arik and family are. Yeah, they don't like people who talk like that, exactly. Talks can lead to plans and that can lead to action. Yeah, like even if the parents themselves weren't planning to act on anything, like them talking would just, um, incite other people. They can search all they want, but they can't come in here. Vermont and how do you say that? I've never seen that word. Pare? Presumably it's some word for father. Like maman is French. I've never seen this before though. Like I would expect like papa or something. Or maybe it's not father, maybe it's some other member of her household. How do you say that? I don't know, what is that word? But regardless, they would never approve it. Is that French? I don't know. What do your parents think is going on? They know how your parents are, and it seems quite clear you're on the run. They probably guessed every part of the truth except for you being here. If I know Anais, she'll be suspecting that part too. They're smart people who know the power of feigning obliviousness. Otherwise, Mireille would never have met me. Of course. Eventually I should probably tell them you're hiding out in here. Or... how do you say that? Par? Might get a fright next time he comes to check on the horses. I don't plan to stay here forever. Well, let's start with tonight, at least. I'll find my brother and we can talk. Okay, yeah, so Marius is her brother, presumably. Except it's also presumably complicated. Okay. Don't forget about me. Never, darling. Cute. Hello? Huh. Why is he holding his shirt like that? It's so awkward. Oh. Out you come, Arik. Let me introduce you to the Major. Uh-oh. I don't like the fact that she looks so official. Do we trust her? She looks like a cop. Like, is this just Mireille being naive? Or is she actually trustworthy? We'll see. I offer a hand. She takes it with a cautious but powerful grip. She does look very cool, though. Mercenary ex-soldier in the 15th Battalion of His Lordship's army. My loyalty and my rifle are pledged to the service of Arik Terrason. Oh, that's a lot. If you won't stay here, where it's safe, you're not going out there all alone. My gift. Your gift is a bodyguard? Goddamn. That's definitely a rifle slung across her shoulder. Just the Major? It's... the Major's fine. Are we going to get chased down by people trying to reclaim that gun? Okay, so Guns are tightly controlled around here, I suppose. Honorable discharge. Ah. And for your old friends? Marius sounds the same as usual, but the twitches are new. You doing okay? Holding up. Mira says you're leaving town? I don't have much choice. Right, your place. I heard. And she said I'm coming? Did she? What she said was, Arik needs to leave town for a bit, and I think it'd be good if you did too. And of course I'm not going to leave you two on your own, because... Well, if you want to come, I won't say no. We're going to the capital. Okay, sure. Wherever. But... I have a condition. I'm only coming if I get to bring someone. Oh, we're putting together a whole party? You what? There's this girl I know. You haven't met her, but I think it'd work real great. She's useful and powerful and really intimidating, which can't not be useful. And she could really use something like this. Just as bad as you. Things aren't great for her these days. Also, I've really been looking for an opportunity to talk to her. Uh-oh, does he have a crush? Can't this just be a family affair? We're going out because it's something Arik needs, right? I know someone who needs it too. We can't deny it to her. As long as you know what you're in for. I assure you, I am making a completely informed decision. It shouldn't take me too long to find her. I'll be right back. Arik, please tell me you want to go to the capital because you think it's a delightful holiday destination, and you've always wanted to see Lord Kodaw's gardens or something. Because that would be a better plan than the plan I suspect you are about to propose. Pretend I'm Marius. Then there's no point in passing judgment, because I'm going to do whatever I want anyway, right? Why is he holding his shirt like that? He looks so awkward. Yeah, I know. I'm getting concerned for him. Is he okay? He seems very anxious. There's no need. Fine. Say your piece. All my life, Mal and Tari have been telling me that somebody needs to do something. That the war's got to end. That Kodaw needs to be stopped. We all say things like that. Do we all mean it? Yeah. It's not really any of our business. It would be lovely, of course, but what can we do? Someone must be worried about what we can do if they're coming here, taking Mal and Tari, looking for me. So I'm going to the capital. What do you expect to do? Do you think you'll change his mind over dinner? Oh, his father in Colombian. Interesting. Huh. Wait, no? Okay, now I'm curious. What have you got? Not entirely what I'm envisioning. Do you have to be special, Arik? People get taken every day. You're alive. Go out there, stick with Marius, go underground, anything. Stay safe, like they said. Why are you so determined to do something? Ooh. It's in Catalan. Interesting. Huh. That's not something you see often. I'm not safe. This is my chance to attack. I'm scared for all of us. It's interesting to me how the dialogue options only show up when you mouse over them. They're kind of a little bit hidden. You never quite know what you're getting. Pare. That makes sense. So I wonder why the combination of maman in French is maman also in Catalan as well? Or did she use French for one parent and Catalan for the other? Very curious. I'm scared for all of us. Every time things start to look halfway acceptable, they get worse. We can't even talk about him anymore without houses being stormed and people getting killed in their beds. I'm not convinced that's an accurate assessment of... I was so afraid last night. What was going to happen to you? To Marius? To everyone? Arik. People are starving on the streets. People are dying on the battlefield. And none of this is going anywhere. So somebody has to do something. If nobody will be that somebody, I will. They'll try to face him down all the time, don't they? But nobody gets anywhere, do they? I have heard that close up he's just a mass of scars and stitching from all the assassination attempts. So what's happened to all of them? I think they're usually hanged. Sometimes he kills them in single combat. Oh, so he's a badass, is he? After what happened to his father, I don't think he... Oh. Hello. And you are? This is Rhiann. Alistor. She's pretty well known in, my area. Prolific. He's doing his thing. Draws himself up taller, back to his old posture, head straight like Murray's, feet planted on the ground. I think, yeah, this is who he went to fetch. I've never heard of... Mate, you live in the shitty part of town, but socially, you're nowhere near us. This is the treacherous Arik Terryson that I was informing you about earlier. He's not trying to be rude. His fingers run up and down his shirt as if itching to button it up, tug at his cuffs, and straighten a tie. He's organizing this. Murray's eyes are fixed on Marius's shirt cuffs too, or maybe on the buttons. Organizing for a pre-agreed definition of the term. He's the one who wants to go, yeah. I didn't even know the old Marius was still around. What happened to him? I am so concerned. I told you. I don't give a shit about the capital. I don't need a holiday. It's not a holiday. We're taking on Kodat. We're what? Oh. Oh, she is so interested. Is that way you wanted me to come along? Marius wants you. Ugh. Marius makes some carefully chosen gestures at me, his back turned so she can't see. Why do you want to come? If you're taking down Kodat, because I like getting out. I want newness. I like blood spilled. Because I want teeth sinking into flesh and tearing. She's so uncomfortable with this. And do you have anything practical to offer? I I love the shifty eyes and everything. These character animations are so good. Look, trust me, we're all terrified of Rayanne. She'd be an asset on anybody's side. Can you fight? Oh, yeah. Rayanne, I feel stabby. Yep, she certainly does. I feel like the Major should be weighing in here, but she seems disconnected from the entire conversation. Yeah, I don't think she's paying much attention. She's just 1,000-yard stare. Rayon sees where my eyes go. Not like that. We're offering you a valuable opportunity here to diversify the talents of your party members. Yeah, that's some good tactical thinking there, Marius. We need a full JRPG party, right? Yeah, Major seen some shit, yeah. Oh dear. It's quite sweet, really, if it wasn't so transparent. And Rand seems thoroughly unaffected. At the same time, there's no denying the spark in Mirai's eyes every single time Marius pauses in the middle of a sentence, deliberates, and then enunciates each word. Oh. Can't hurt to give it a go. Lord, where's your commitment? How do you get anything done? My mom was what she called her mom, yeah. She can come if that's what he wants. It very much is indeed. Now we've got that sorted. Can we jump back? I think I missed something. Why have we turned into revolting peasants? We've always been revolting peasants. Why have we turned into revolting peasants who do things? Because someone has to. Because Arik needs us, not to mention your friend. Okay, fair enough. We're leaving tomorrow. And you want us to go straight to the capital? Wait, is she going with us? I feel like she was implying that she would just send Marius, but if she's saying us, has she decided to join? Unless you know any good midway stops. Why not start with somewhere closer to home? We could make it to the forest in a day. What's in there? Haven't you heard? Those soldiers with your parents. I assume they're going to the capital, but when they left town they were heading the long way round. So I met some inquiries. For the past few years, people who go into the forest, and anything they go in with, don't tend to come out. Maman said that even our deliveries go around. Is it dark and spooky? We marched around the forest. They said the trees were too close to go through. And as whispers spread, people began to avoid it. But no one seems to know exactly what's in there. Here's the key. Early on, it was only the military getting waylaid. Supplies, people. So whatever it is, it could be working against Lord Kodat. That could be our best chance at starting something. Yeah, I think with just 5 people, we're not going to be much of a revolution. Right. Get to the forest, see what we can find. From there to the city, and then a ship to the capital. That's it. Wait. I've got nothing else to be doing, and I assume no one's watching out for you. I look pointedly at Rayanne, and she just laughs. But what will you two tell your parents? They love me? They love us, yes. I'm relying on it. You making up an excuse for us, or are you blaming me? A little of both. I've already told them that you need to get out, and they know about the Major. Does that mean you want me to... We've been talking about it for long enough already. Don't you think it's about time? Isn't this what you've been holding out for all along? Fine, fine. Just don't... Fine. Ooh, this is gonna be tough. I need to sort things out before we go. Gotta get stuff set up. Right. Meet tomorrow morning? Oh. Hmm. You sure about that one, mate? Yes. I get the strong impression for a moment that Murray is considering saying something quite cruel until she thinks better of it. I'm almost impressed she has that in her. I actually see ya. Oh! I wonder if they're blood-related siblings or step-siblings. Yeah, I was also wondering about the skin color because their skin color is so different. I was kind of wondering if maybe, like, he's an illegitimate child or something, if they're, like, half-siblings, but he has a different parent and therefore is kind of an outcast in the house. Like a puppy. Come on. Are you happy having her with us? We can leave one or both of you behind. I'm a little concerned she may try to kill us all in our beds, yes, but we do have the Major. No one will be killed in their bed. Very good. Now, can you come along? We have arrangements to make. Patron? I definitely want to get to know more about the Major here. She seems like she's going to be a tough nut to crack. Wait. How long have you been doing this? 7, 8 years. I guess the fact that you've survived so long is a good sign. Your friend thought I was worth paying. That's all you need? Even though the decisions we're making are almost inevitably going to result in what could very possibly be our deaths. So does war. I suppose if you've made it through enough of that. What do you want? Ooh. How do you feel about the mission? How do we know you won't sell us out? Yeah, Murray does seem cool so far. I'm definitely enjoying all of the characters, really, and definitely very curious to get to know them better. I feel like that's going to be really the meat of this game. Just getting to know the characters and developing their relationships. How do you feel about the mission? I fought for your country against Akhilau. Two, 2 years. I fought alongside Akhilau for 3 years. I will fight your Koda with you while your friend will pay. What are they like? Our killers? Not so different, if you decide it doesn't bother you. Very different if it does. I'll take it. For now, at least. The village is filled up with soldiers, but they're not hard to avoid. Before I met Murray, I spent all my free time running around the back streets. Must have woken up before everyone else. I've never really looked at the memorial here. The stone pillar bears the names of all the locals who died in the war. There must be one of these for every town in Richert. I'm guessing ours hasn't been updated in a very long time. All the names still fit. Script up top reads, "Those we lost in the sea wars." Back in the sea era, under the reign of Lord Adair Vidback. Oh, that is a name and a half. C. Barnett. Kodaz War. The Shia War doesn't get memorials. Heroic young people don't march off valiantly. We're dragged kicking and screaming. No Teresians listed, of course. I can't find any honorees or reals either. Tari and Maul's families weren't from around here. There are a few Belgards. No Alistors. No Abaroas, since Marius and his dad are the only two the village has ever had. Huh. Okay, so I think that confirmation that they're not full siblings, at least. So what is the situation there? I don't know. Someone scratched in a jagged X near the bottom. Beneath it, blunt blades have carved more names into the stone. None of our names on there, I hope. How would that make any sense? Time can be fake sometimes. There's a bag slung over his shoulder. It's far too small to have anything useful, so probably a single change of clothes and a backup supply of something. Do you have any weapons? Do you? Well, yeah. I show him the sword that Mal gave me when I left, belted to my waist. Oh, right, that. Good job keeping it around. But really not for me. I have these. Ooh, he's a punchy boy. Oh, is he trying to impress his girl? His brass knuckles catch the sunlight. I remember those. With your name on the inside? Monogrammed engraving, yeah. From Mira a couple years back. Honestly, I'm impressed you kept them. Guess that's fair. Sometimes you gotta throw a punch. Otherwise I might have traded them off by now. He holds up his right hand to show me the crooked joint on his pointer finger. Snapped that right when I started. But once I got the hang of it, people stopped bothering me so much. Bothered? Oh boy. In a hurry. Oh, she's gonna be funny, huh? What? I figured I'd be last here. Ray's gonna be late. I swung by the house. She was making arrangements with your mercenary last I saw her. I side-eye his secrecy, but he's too busy side-eyeing Rhiann to notice. Why the hurry? I'm a scorched earth sort of person. What's that supposed to... Slower. How much stuff are you making her carry? You know as well as I do that money only gets you places if you look like it. Uh-huh. We should go. Yeah, we should. I pull my hood up over my head to shadow my face. It's not much of a disguise, but it seems to do. Make it past the village gates without trouble. The streets are mostly empty this time of day, straggling people with wagons dotting the road, till eventually they aren't, and we're all that we can see. Huh? Got my first achievement. So Arik looked so small and hungry that I invited him home. And Maman and Pare didn't mind. I think they enjoyed having a boy around again. And then he came for dinner the next night, and the night after that. Having a boy around again. What happened with Marius? I'm dying to know. What happened to you, boy? And naturally, eventually... Hey! So, what are we doing here? We're going to make Lord Koda answer for what he's done. Like we said. I think she had something more specific in mind. You got any skin in the game? They came for me. My parents held them off long enough for me to escape. They got taken. We never got ourselves private calls. What did you do? Al and Tari weren't quieted about their dislike of the war, or how they felt about the Lord, or... That'd do it. They never bothered us, but we weren't political. We? Leaving people behind? Ha! Nah. So, a lust for vengeance animates your bones, then. Lashing out at everyone who does you wrong? Self above all else? That junk? Nah, that's not me. I'm trying to keep people safe. Keep the country safe, even. She's so disappointed by that! Oh. The fall of her face is a work of art. I gotta talk to Abaroa. She's just like, what's your friend's problem? Why is he trying to be a hero and shit? And there you found the middle ground. That's one way to phrase it. And then they find us. There's 5 of them, all on foot. A straggler in the back drives a cart. One soldier looks down their nose at us, eyes roving head to toe in cautious assessment. They probably want money. Murray will sort it out. Murray and Marius Belgard? I never... Indeed. Have sir or madam sent you in pursuit of us? No. In fact, we've been alerted of your harboring a known fugitive by the name of Arik Terryson. Oh, shit. So much for disguise. We appreciate your situation, but Terryson will be coming with us. As will you, for the moment. Put your weapons down. We don't want to fight. We don't need to. Oh, I think these people might be friends. The straggler with the cart has caught up. Slung across the benches are an assortment of ropes and chains. Marius's hands fastened into the back of my shirt. Oh, buddy! Don't let them take us. His voice is a thin prayer. I can feel the shake of his fingers in the space around my skin. Rianne is holding her hands carefully, fingertips curling into her palm. I can't tell what she's clutching. I ain't going down here. Not now. Not easily. Awaiting orders. We... Ooh! Have to surrender. They'll have to come with us. Taking them down. I still suspect that these people aren't actually our enemies. What does "they'll have to come with us" mean? What does he mean by that? Does this mean trying to, like, get them to join us? Because that's what it sounds like. Let's try it, whatever the heck this is. I'm a little bit scared, but... I scan all 5 soldiers, taking in their armor and equipment. They've got blades strapped to their hips, but not much else. They aren't expecting a fight. They're coming with us. On your knees. Oh, we're taking them hostage? What? This is a wild twist. Rand goes straight for the one on the cart, wrestling them off their seat and throwing them to the ground. This is hardly practical, I think. Do you have a better suggestion? No one needs to get hurt here, but I'm not letting them get the better of us. I thought these were going to be our road trip buddies. Ray turns her eye to the newly bloodied nose of the cart driver. Marius, can you see what's in the cart? Bunch of ropes, chains, etc. Do we need 6 prisoners? Orders. We're robbing them. Yep. Yes, all 6. We don't need to take them the whole way, though, do we? How far do you think they can go? I don't want their deaths on my conscience. We don't have any other option. Believe me, if we did, I'd do anything other than this. I kind of feel bad for them. I kind of love this option. Tie them up, stash them in the cart, and keep going as planned. What did they have the ropes in the cart for? I guess they were planning to take us prisoner. We just did Uno reverse card. Come on, then. Marius and I have to manage the tying up, while Murray watches on and the mayor keeps them at gunpoint. They weren't expecting a woman with a gun and a very feral, stabby woman. That is very true. As for Rayanne... Hang on. Getting a drink. Kitty, face out of the camera, please. We need a cat pet break. Yeah, cat pet break. So soft. Seriously, do not let her near them. You said we could trust her. We can, but not with them. What sort of person is she? The sort we need. Rand busies herself watching the Major. Her eyes linger on the barrel of the rifle. Marius and I tie up each soldier securely, then tie them to the wooden supports of the cart so they can't reach each other. They follow our orders without resistance or complaint. By the time they're all sorted, their bonds are slippery with sweat. I think it's ours. You're only dangerous because you don't know what you're doing. Who's this? What else can we do? Don't talk to them. I let the covering fall back over the cart. Marae climbs onto the front seat of the cart with a hand up from Marius. She settles into the seat, pulling and plucking her skirts to lie neatly around her. Well, look at that. We've got transportation. The Major sits carefully poised beside Marae, rifle across her lap. Soldiers called us out, yeah. We have no idea what we're doing, but we're gonna try to make it work. Do we only have control as long as they let us? They want him, alive, at the court. You're giving them that. Marius and Rayan clamber onto the back of the cart. We should reach the forest by evening like this. Orders hold. The Major seems above it all, but she doesn't turn to look as she speaks. She's focusing on the prisoners. I shrug, swayed by her confidence. Step into a paced walk beside the cart. The horse slowly starts to move. No one seems to find it in them to talk. Eventually, my legs give in, and I swing up onto the side of the cart. Our pace is slow, but we need to reach the forest before dark. It's the closest thing to safety we've got. What are the odds the whole place is full of creatures? Hi? It's a forest. Creatures that rend people limb from limb. Equally high. That'd be disappointing. We're after something a bit more interesting than that. Creatures of myths and legend. You said something was in there. What if it's... something? And we find out. The road continues straight ahead into the trees. But branching off it, there's a clearly defined dirt track that follows along the edge of the forest. Ooh, is this going to be a choice? Oh. Marius gets to his knees and turns around so he can see what we're looking at up ahead. Spooky. Is it all like this? Yeah, the road's been like this most of the way. No, I mean, is it all like this? You know, big, tall, dirt and grass and stuff? Parts of it. Wow, the world! Amazing! I don't get out much. Are you taking him for his first walk outside the town? He's talking about the land. Literally the dirt. I'm more used to the sea. Hmm. Beach babe. Sailor hunk. A little wink. Did he just wink? I've never seen him wink before. I didn't think he could wink. Rayan laughs. Not warmly. Up front, Murray moves to turn, but then clearly thinks better of it, settling her shoulders and drawing up her spine. Yeah. These ladies are not really getting along, huh? An hour's travel will take us deep enough to be safe. Brr. What is that smell? I can't pick up anything in particular. Something slightly floral. Something slightly like fresh earth. Dirt. Old leaves, I think. A little musty. Yeah, it's gonna be a long road trip with tensions rising, yep. That's what's so fun! Fine. Our friends ain't pleased. I'm actually impressed by how good she is at ruining the mood. I guess it's gotta be the trees. I think I like it. No problems here. Even so. The trees are starting to get thicker. The world darkens. Arius reclines back against the cart. Besides him, Rayan pulls up her knees and draws her jacket over her legs. If I sidle along the cart, I can watch Murray and the Majors sitting side by side on the front bench. A respectful distance and silence between them. The Major keeps her rifle across her lap, and the reins limp in her hands. Her head moves to follow every sound. Murray sits straight-backed, her hands folded over her cane. Her eyes stay straight ahead. Ooh, this is an awkward road trip, huh? I swear to the Lord I just saw a skull. Yeah. Likely. And such is our life now. It is our life now. Do you think it's nearly safe to stop? Too dark to go on much further. Ever onwards till we can't. Right. This will do. It's a fun family road trip just with 5 extra passengers. Yep. 6 of them, I think, right? I just love that there's all this tension between our party members, and then you remember that we also have some prisoners tied up. Beautiful. I love it. Right. This will do. I think we're far enough in that nothing will disturb us. Except for what you want to disturb us. Don't know how much farther we can get. Nope, nope, no. That is a problem for tomorrow. Sleep is the only problem for today. And, food. Listening to all the family drama go down, yeah. Although it sounds like there's not much family drama going on right now. Everyone's just, like, sitting there and not talking to each other. Food for everyone. Yeah, I imagine if we hang on to these guys for a while longer, when people get sick of the silence and start actually bickering with each other, then they're gonna hear some real juicy shit. Actually, I do hope we're treating our, our new friends well. Actually, that may be the problem. What's the big deal? We got enough for tonight. After that, a few somebody's gotta go picking. She kicks idly at the crisp leaves lining the ground. Oh, they crunch. God damn it, guys, we're having a serious conversation. Marius amuses himself for a few minutes, stomping around in the undergrowth, while I dig through our stocks. Guys. Children, all of you. A real feast has been packed. There are little sandwiches in here, pies with decorative pastry lids. The crusts are cut off the sandwiches. God damn it! Murray, this is your doing, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. I hope that the soldiers are just munching on popcorn in the background. Yeah. I hope we just keep them for the entire game. And they're just our audience for this entire thing. This isn't a picnic, guys. I'm not hungry anymore. I mean, on the plus side, all of those sandwiches and stuff probably don't keep super well, so we can just, you know, give them to our new friends and then obtain more, you know, travel-worthy food later. We'll need a fire. Me! Marius starts to pile up dried twigs, scraping away at the ground to clear a section of dirt to make a safe place to build a fire. I sit down on one pile of freshly cleared leaves, knees drawn to my chest. Is it always this cold? We are so unprepared for this. Do any of us have actual survival skills? I mean, it sounds like Marius at least knows how to build a fire, maybe. Unless he's just trying to show off and he actually has no idea what he's doing. I trust the Major to know what she's doing. She sounds like she's been through some shit. She's probably had to rough it before. Am I the only one concerned what's going to happen to the soldiers? I'm definitely concerned about them. I mean, I don't think we're going to do anything horrible to them, but I'm afraid they might try to do something horrible to us at some point. No one answers. Marius dives into the trees and comes back with a chunk of wood that he places beside the fire. Good night, then. He curls up, elbows almost meeting knees, fire at his back. A glint of skin visible where his shirt pulls up. By the time Murray and I have echoed back night, he's already asleep. Well, it's more comfortable than my recent arrangements. I pat the grassy leaf litter in a show of affection and am rewarded. She'll be right. I get comfy on the ground, making sure to keep the fire at my back like Marius. I assume he knows what he's doing. Major? Petrol? Have we checked on Rayanne? Arik! Arik! Dude, come on! Leave me alone, Murray. Uh-oh. What's wrong? Marius' face is streaked and sweaty. Red-brown stains scrape through his hair. Make sure you tuck in the soldiers. Good night, you guys. Yeah. Marius, what did you do? Oh, shit. I'm afraid that Rayanne might have tried to get rid of our soldier friends. That's my greatest fear right now. The display of innocence is ruined by the blood smudged across his hands. Shit. You're... I grab his wrist. His hands aren't bloody, but bloodied. I wanted to check, and you have to see this before they get back. Rayanne and the Major? Oh, Lord. What'd they do? Killed them all. Everyone. Fuck. That can't be right. If Murray's been hurt, he wouldn't have come to me. That's not who he was talking about. But wait. There's a lump of a sheet behind Marius. And looking carefully, I'm pretty sure it's a breathing lump. Murray's fine. Marius tries to drag me with him, but his hand slips, leaving bloody streaks on my sleeve. I'm coming. It's okay. I follow him, skirting around the remains of the campfire, and immediately see what's drawn his attention. The fabric cover of our prison cart is ruffled. Something dark hangs loose beneath it. Something... The cart is empty. There's blood on the floor. Dark marks streak over the side of the cart. Smudges where Marius's hands must have rested. Ooh. What? We're being really quiet, so And the Major and Rayanne are both missing. I checked. The Major wouldn't let Rayanne do anything. Maybe our friends are innocent, and it was, yeah, whatever creature. Never mind lit. They must have done it together. I think we're getting a little bit carried away. There is also potentially something else out here. They never wanted to take prisoners. The Major said she'd handle it. They must have just dragged them off and killed them. Dumped the bodies in the woods. Sir. Alistair was guarding the cart. They were missing when I checked. I've been searching. No bodies. You left us undefended. Told Alistair to watch. Marius waves his hands dismissively, flicking blood onto his shirt and face. The Major's eyes hitch onto the action. Her eyes follow the smudges of blood on his hands and face. You. It's not his. So you told Rayanne to keep watch while you were gone? Yeah, Rayanne is more than willing to go find a cryptid in the woods. Left us alone? With Rayanne? Marius is just like, I may be crushing hard on this girl, but I do not trust her with my life. Thank you very much. You brought Rayanne. I thought she'd be supervised. Yep. Not my job. Marius, stop shouting. Oh, fuck. I find it endlessly hilarious when they bust out the curses. So, they managed to escape. That's not what it looks like. They couldn't have escaped on their own. They were all tied up. Who's tied up? And you, what were you doing? Uh-oh, shoot, hang on. Am I having stream issues? You're damn. Where'd you get off to? I had to duck off. What's the big deal? Oh. They're gone. Neat. God damn it, Rand! That's one problem solved. Oh my god. Is this some sort of twisted power play? Look, maybe stuff like this worked before, but I told you. Far as I can see, it was the exact right thing to do. We had a problem, it's been dealt with. We're all good. You're welcome. Right. Right. Harik, we need to do something. Ran, do you know where they are? Yeah. Should, someone go look? We don't have time for this. We need to be better, more. Come on. I fucked up inviting her, okay? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. If I thought they were tied up. They were helpless. Hang on, give me a sec. Oh. Ah. Sorry. Oh, wait. Let me adjust this. 1 second. But oh boy. Marius, I appreciate the thought, but like, it's a little bit late for that. Saying that to her face is not gonna help right now. Like, we're stuck with her now, and we're gonna have to deal with it somehow. Shh. It's alright. Slow down. I can keep searching. Oh god. Arius. Let's hear her out. Marius, let's hear Rayanne out. The Major can go search. Major, shout if you see anything. So what are you thinking? You thinking I dragged them all off and slit their throats and dumped them out there? You think I did it because I'm glad they're dead? Because I look suspicious? Because he told you this is basically my thing? Because that's who you think I am? I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions. I don't think it was necessarily her. I don't know. It could be. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give her a chance. Like, I don't want to jump to any conclusions. Where are they, Rayanne? Does it matter? They're dead. It was dark. They were tripping over trees. I got good ears and I'm good in tight spaces. I slit all their throats. Body's out there somewhere. No idea where now. What makes it your business? Anyone's business. I wanted prisoners. I specifically didn't want them dead. I don't know where they are. Who cares? Yeah, it definitely comes across as her lying. That she's just like trying to mess with us right now. Honestly, I feel like if I say this, it might just set her off more. Either that or she's given up on what people think of her. Yeah, I think it's basically like that. That she's just kind of... I think she's kind of trying to get a rise out of us. Like, she thinks that we think she's a horrible person, and she's trying to get us to admit it. I'm gonna try this, but I feel like she's not gonna take it well. Yeah, no, I do think that it's good for her to know that we care, but on the other hand, I feel like she doesn't want to hear that right now. But we'll try. I care. I'm responsible for everything we do. Not going anywhere till we find them, Rayanne. At the very least, we should try to bury them properly. You went off, did whatever you did, and you found your way back. Maybe you even washed off somewhere. There's no way you don't know where they are. I'll march you into the forest myself if I have to. Fine! Fuck you. Okay, you got me. I don't fucking know where they've gone. I had to piss, and when I got back, shit had gone down. I had no idea they were even loose. Then, who did let them go? Won't go so badly if you admit it, you know. Uh-oh. I'm guessing this dialogue is from one of our escaped prisoners, but who are they talking to? Where's it coming from? Wouldn't you find the truth a relief? The voice barely forms words. It scrapes through the consonants and topples into vowels. Ooh. Don't tear yourselves to shreds, kids. Others will do that for you. Where? 6 o'clock. By us or yours? Oh, yeah. Who is this? I hoped more of you. Is it you? Did you... Oh gosh. I don't know who's saying what. Did we find the Revolutionary Army? I cleaned up your problem. More importantly, Ari, you think you can make a difference? I think I have to. With this, the mess you have now, this is all I have. Then you must prove it. I will be watching. Wait! Shit. It was me. What? I didn't kill anyone. I let them go. Paid them off. Sent them home with the horse. Oh. We couldn't have brought them the whole way with us. I won't apologize for it. She was just trying to help. Well, I am sorry for scaring you. And didn't you hear that? I cleaned up your problem. I don't think I did those poor people any favors. So that was at you? How did they know? Either we're being watched, or... I don't like either possibility. And you let Rayanne take the blame? I didn't let her take anything. She seized it herself. You're damn right I did. Stop it. They don't want to see you fight. You all right, Marius? It's okay. I think I'm coming down now. I mean, if I'd known it was Mira. So, do we go back to sleep? Yeah, it's a little awkward now, huh? I think I'll have nightmares. I guess we have to walk now? Go back to walking? A bit, at least? Hooray. I think that's a marvelous idea. Okay, let's walk it off. I saw Mira look away guilty when she was asked who set the soldiers free, and I knew right then. Yeah, she was being a little bit suspicious. Ooh. Sorry, a little slippery underfoot. I may have come slightly unprepared. Is she doing this in heels? I gotta know. Poor Mireille. She is not ready for this. You, me, and us both. Stay quiet. No sign of danger. Yet. Can't hear anything, but now we're being watched. Marius, can you wash your hands, please? Are they still bloody? Oh my gosh. Buddy. It is, I will grant, a little spooky. I'm finally starting to come down. Please don't set me off again. Keeps us alert. What do we even do if they judge we're not worth it? We defend ourselves after they didn't put up a fight. Maurice's hands are bloody. He's gotten his shirt all bloody now too. God damn it, buddy. He's having such a bad time, isn't he? We can try. Feels like we're being messed with. Well, that might be because we probably are. Do you think anyone will come back? I hope so. Imagine if that was all we ever saw. Or perhaps they'll send someone else instead. Someone friendly. I don't want someone else. I want that one. Oh. I want to tear them to pieces. They'll return if they see what they want. This is bullshit. You think they can watch us and judge us? They'll see what they can do with their expectations. Yeah, nah, let's talk about this. Whatever they're after, they think it's fair to expect. They're almost disappointed to miss it. Some sort of cunning? Maybe we should be better pacifists. Maybe they don't think we have it in us. You're not ruthless enough. Yet. Duty. Responsibility. Really? Responsibility taken for choices made. It wasn't our killing to do. It wasn't their killing either. Do we need approval anyway? Well, yes. Whoever they are, wherever they're from, they're your best chance. Damn. Arius yawns. We sit down for a bit, and then breakfast. Just sitting down. 10 minutes. Just sitting down. Sure. Over there looks all leafy and fresh and soft. For sitting. Why does he keep emphasizing that? What are you actually intending? We take a seat. And a slump. Then... Ooh. I can't sleep. There's something about still being awake right around dawn. Everything you've ever done feels like the worst possible decision you could have made. I wander a little way into the woods for reasons, and let my mind wander too. I'll fight for all of them. I'll compromise for them. Put them first. For Murray, for Marius, even maybe a little for Rayanne. I took those prisoners. So nobody would be upset, so they wouldn't be distressed. It's interesting that he puts it this way, because it makes me wonder if he personally would have been totally cool with killing them. But he just didn't want his friends to see that bloodshed. That's very interesting. Ugh. I wake up to the dulcet tones of Marius throwing up into a bush. At least it looks like he managed to wash all the blood off. What does he even have in his stomach? Bile, mostly. The Major's leaning against a tree, chin tucked against her chest. Rayanne is huddled with a huddled pile of blankets. Are those Murray's skirts? Disgusting. Ready to move on your order. Do you need a moment, Marius? Bucketing it off might help. Or not. Buddy. I would ask if he's okay, but I feel like at this point the answer is just he's never okay. Oh, poor guy. Let's just go. This part of the forest has seen better days. So you said a thing, right? I say a lot of things. When our prisoners got dead, I said a lot of things. Maybe you didn't notice, but I didn't really have a speech prepared for... Don't care about that. When your buddy started throwing around accusations, you wouldn't let it go. Kept insisting you needed information. Had to check on me.
I like that we're following up on that.
Digging your teeth in. Like I owe you anything. Like you got a right to hear me out and not just believe me. I just needed to know where. Doesn't matter why you did it. You made me say right in front of all of them that I didn't. Like I'm someone you're going to push around. So, straight up. Am I a danger to you and your friends?
Ooh. I don't think so. Probably not. I think you could be if you wanted to, but I don't think you're actually that kind of a person. So no, I don't think you're a threat. I extend my hands.
I get it. It's all posturing. You're trying to walk the walk, but deep down you really want to trust everyone, huh? I take back the shit I said. You're not worth my time.
Oh, that face says otherwise, though. That could have gone better. I think it actually went well. We walk for another hour or two, but the conversation dies down and morale starts to sink.
Oh, everything aches. I was not made to sleep under such conditions.
I can help. There's some tricks to sleeping rough I can show you if you'd like. I do some clever stuff with bundle up jackets and straw, if I do say so myself. What do you do, Rayanne? Oh my god.
Don't pretend like you're on my level, mate.
I assure you, I would not dare. You're way up there. I am not. Oh boy.
I forgot the question.
How do you like to get comfy? In bed? Buddy! Rising! Please!
Gotta try harder than that, my guy.
No, I mean, yeah, no, nope. Alright. I understand why you freed the prisoners. Okay? We really couldn't have brought them this whole way. But you should have owned up to it. You just said that you let them go. Marius wouldn't have... I was scared. That you'd be angry. I never expected Marius to turn on Rayanne and the Major so easily. But look, I came over to talk about them. What? I wasn't listening. It's okay. I wasn't saying anything interesting. Why was there blood on the cart? That's a good question. I mean, it sounds like this mysterious resistance person came in and killed them. I don't know if they were still on the cart at that point, or if they had left, or what. Are they gonna be like that the whole trip?
Pardon? Oh, no, I meant our forest friend. Friends?
That's a delightful turn of phrase.
How much can you remember of what they said? I suspect the devil will be in the details.
Better question. How much could you understand?
Well, amongst the other issues, There certainly was a strange timbre to their voice. It didn't sound like any accent I've ever heard. Maybe they aren't from anywhere. Maybe they just don't talk much. But if they're related to the Revolutionary Army theory, do you think they could be running the show? Wouldn't fit. One would hope their leader would be a little more cautious. I suspect they may be a scout, you know. Sneak around the outskirts, keeping an eye out for people. If we impress them, they might hand us off to the next people up. Optimistic as usual, Mireille. Gracious, the world is big, isn't it? You seem to be holding up well, all things considered. Oh, undoubtedly it was all big and scary, but it's done now, and it's not like it's going to change me. Ray has always had a marvelous ability to enunciate capital letters. That was easy. I find everything else more alarming. To wit, the lack of knowledge we have pertaining to our current circumstances. This forest is, figuratively, dark. I don't care for that. When I'm on home soil, in my own domain, very little happens without my knowledge. Oh. I've noticed. Of course I knew that would change when we left. I didn't know that it would... One finds themselves looking around, wondering from what new avenue trouble will come, who will appear, who will question, who will demand. If we are defined by the company we keep, then what are we becoming? You don't say much interesting, huh? You gotta find a better use for that mouth. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, she got him good with that one, huh? Nevertheless, simply because I do not know my place does not mean I do not know myself. It does not. One more thing. I've heard Marius mention Rayan before, and I'm alarmed. Do you know anything about her that I should know? Nothing I think you should know, no. But I know something about Marius, which I am telling you now so you can help. Hopefully. My brother is many things. Subtle is not one of them. It may not be a good idea to leave them alone together for a prolonged amount of time. Between you and me, I doubt he ever expected to have a chance. So there's the question. Do we try to hook them up? Or do we try to keep them apart? It sounds like Mireille doesn't want them to be together, but I don't know. I don't know what would be best for the two of them. I guess I feel like we'll have to see. Get to know them a little bit better first. Good for him. Is it? He's trying very hard to change. He'd be a different man this time next week. And that will be good for him? He needs it, desperately. He's asked me for help. I think he's enjoying himself. He was, anyway. I don't know if he should be. I'm not sure what I should do about it. Yeah. I think Mireille very much thinks that Rayan will be a bad influence on him. And, like, I don't think I necessarily agree. Is she trying to get him back in his family's good graces? most likely. Like, I remember that one bit where, she was paying attention to the fact that, like, he was trying to, like, be more, what's the word? Kind of refined, that he was standing up taller and, like, enunciating his words better and stuff. So yeah, I do think that he wants, that she wants him to be more like her and to maybe become more part of the family. I don't know if that's necessarily what would be best for him. Like, I do think that Rayanne is also, like, a good person deep down, and that, like, she's not gonna necessarily be a bad influence on him. But yeah, Murray is definitely thinking Rayanne is not gonna help him get back into nobility. Exactly. Kind of sad. But also, I don't know about these choices. Like, I'll keep an eye on them and let him make his own mistakes. Like, not necessarily contradictory. Yeah, I would keep an eye on him, but wouldn't be involved if things are going smoothly. Yeah, like, I don't want him to get hurt, obviously. Like, I think it's important to let people make their own decisions, but, like, if things are going badly, like, I would want to help him, obviously. Like, yeah, I definitely want to watch out for my buddy. Why not both? Exactly. Like, I want to watch out for my buddy, but I don't necessarily agree with just, like, separating them, you know? Meow, hello. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, but it also just kind of feels cruel. Like, it kind of feels like I'm abandoning him. I don't like this choice. I'm gonna go with this one. Let him make his own mistakes. A valuable learning experience. Right? But he's had so many learning experiences like this, and look how well they've turned out. That's life. His life, not your burden to bear. That's a little bit unfair, though. Like, it's reasonable for her to be worried about her brother. And it's true that, like, if someone makes decisions that you don't agree with, like, in a lot of cases, that's not your... It's not your position to do anything about it. But you can still, like... If you see your friend making bad life choices, you can still go and tell them that they're being an idiot. Like, that's allowed. My brother's life is not a No. It's also not your project. I only want to help him change into who he wants to be. He'll never get there without... I do think she's getting too involved, though. Like, I think a lot of it is her projecting her desires for him. What about you? Who do you want to become? What? Nothing. I mean, who I am. Don't change the topic. Don't you try to mess with me, Eric Terryson. Oh, he's back. Eric, I need a word. If you don't mind, sister dearest. Is he also going to talk to me about his relationship problems? I bequeath the joy of his company entirely upon you. I'll hurry the others along. Catch up when you're done. You perked up. I'm over the worst of it. Ugh.
For now. Oh boy. You would not believe what just happened. Does it involve Rayanne? I extremely need to talk about this, and for reasons that will soon become clear, you are the best audience I got. This will get real personal. More personal than you and I get. Usually. So I'm giving you a heads up in case you want to back out. You down to hear this? Absolutely? Of course! Sure, hit me up. Excellent. Right, so now I'm a few days out of it. All these feelings are coming back. Didn't even notice they were gone all this time. Or if I did, I figured they'd come back eventually, and by now feels like it's been forever. Is this coming on in a good way, or in an oh my god, having to feel is the worst sort of way? A good way. No doubt about it. Absolutely a good way. These are, well, the sort of feelings you want to act on if you get my drift. What? All of them? Not all. But I woke up this morning and it was like, oh boy, where's this been for the last couple of years? Hello? I mean, around the vomiting. Okay, I get your drift. Right, good. So, gotta act on this while I have it, in case it goes again. But, you know, there aren't many people around at the moment to, share a special sort of experience with, except I've known Rayanne for a while, and I've always reckoned she's pretty fantastic. And I can talk to her now, and it's like, I feel like given the opportunity, we could really, you know. Mate, you thought she was gonna kill us, like, yesterday. Oh, sure. That was then, and now I'm lonely. Oh, this poor boy. And I don't know if I'd ever have the opportunity in any other life. Yeah.
Just once. Into the air.
No. Oh my god, Rayanne! So, you reckon I should tell her how I feel? Oh, I feel like it would blow up so badly. Ooh! Nah.
What is I have something to say that's so mysterious? Do I tell him to go for it? Oh, I don't know. 'Cause, like, it's hard to say. I feel like she's sorta into him. Like, I feel like she's kind of putting on her whole big act of being like, oh, you're so lame, like, I'm so out of your league. But I think she's actually, to be honest, I feel like Rayanne is also, like, really lonely. That, like, she wants someone to pay attention to her. I don't know. I feel like Marius is kind of the sort of person to be a little bit impulsive about relationship things, and, like, I'm worried about him just coming on too strong too fast. Which, to be fair, he's already been hitting on her pretty hard, so, like, that wouldn't be very much of a difference. I want to say go for it, but I'm scared. Rayanne also has no filters, true.
But also, like, I'm dying to know what this is. I have something to say. What the hell does that mean? What does that mean, game? What does that mean? I kind of want to save and then try that. What is this? Why would you put in a dialogue option that just has no indication of where it's going? Ugh, I need to know. Hold your horses. There's something you need to consider before you go ahead with this. Are you accusing me of not thinking this through? You would be correct. Okay, shoot. It seems like bad news. Could you spare me a glance? Don't rush into anything. Alright. I think don't rush into anything is reasonable. I am glad for you, man. I don't know if racing into this is a good idea. Maybe you should hold off till you know what you're doing. I do know what I'm doing. I don't doubt it, but, how long have you known what you're doing? 14 hours? I say hold off on getting anyone else involved for a few more days. That's reasonable. That's a very reasonable thing to say in this situation. Few days? Marius is just like, but I'm super horny! I want to make out with her right now! You think that'd be neater? Neater than bringing someone else into your situation without knowing what it'll look like tomorrow. Yeah. That does make sense. I want her to see the best of me, right? Yeah, exactly. I'm doing this good today. Think of where I'll be in a couple days. Well, I don't know if I'd go that route, but that was absolutely what I was thinking. Yeah, sure. And until then, come on, man. Handle it yourself. God damn it. Alright. I'll see how that goes. Thanks for the advice, man. I knew I could trust you. There we go. I think that was the right option. As we go deeper into the forest, the road becomes harder to follow. Finally, it disappears entirely into moss and soil. Ray starts to stagger and sway first. Let me... leave it. I'm just... drop it. Keep walking. We stop. We don't need to. But what hurry is there? I don't see why not. Brilliant. It's not so dark yet. We can actually build a campsite. Did we bring proper campsite stuff? Ain't hard. Need some sheets or shit. There's gotta be something useful in one of those bags you've been carrying. Don't you dare. Do not you dare. Uh-oh. Moray's rolls of fine fabric make very fetching tents. They weren't for using. They were easier to carry than cash. Bit of grime doesn't make them worthless, Mira. You know that. Do not go there, you. I see what you're doing. Not everything is a metaphor. But yes, I suppose so. What sort of beasties do you reckon lurk out here? Oh, no. Someone gotta go scavenge up something. Actually, this is something I am good at. Not impressed yet.
Brother dear, I don't know if I trust your judgment as it pertains to mushrooms.
Oh, and you know so much about edible forest mushrooms?
The breadth of my education was expanded after...
Ooh, those tyrants.
I mind the camp.
I'm going to stay too. Maybe have a quick doze.
Why'd you need a doze when it's night in an hour or two? Oh, let him be.
Eric likes snoozing. Clears my head. Is it safe?
The greatest danger here is us.
If something does come up, call out and we'll find you.
If you need us.
Ooh, is it just going to be the two of us? Do we get to have a chat?
The Major drapes a thick cloth over her legs and begins to dismantle her rifle, lining up the neat metal pieces and wiping each piece carefully. Revolution is messy. She busies herself in the details of a complex mechanism.
Have you been involved in one before?
Haven't we all?
No. Until now. I've thought a lot about it before.
The battle is simple enough. Koda has no heir. Whatever happens next is mess. Is work.
I'm not afraid of work.
Will you be the one doing the work?
Ooh. The work I can do is useful. It takes all of us. Why should I do the work? If the work I can do is useful. I don't have much to offer, though. And the people who should be doing the hard yakka have given up. We can't be all of that change on our own.
We? There is no we. The mission is yours. If you die, they will be fine.
Someone has to stop him.
If you don't know what comes next, someone else decides. Civil war is the wrong decision. It is your responsibility to ensure it is not given.
You're really drumming up your own experience, aren't you?
I'm trying to believe it.
What?
Sorry, no problems here. Broke a branch, fell out of a tree, all fine.
What on earth were you doing up a tree? She would know about war, yeah.
Climbing.
The Major hasn't even looked up from her work on her rifle. Completely unfussed. How did you know that was a false alarm? Let me guess. Experience again?
Yes. Everything all right?
Sure. Glad you're not hurt.
I was trying to climb a tree and the branch snapped right under me. Did it scare you?
I was very jealous we were hanging out with another girl. I don't think so. Like, I don't know if she has any kind of feelings for Arik, but I feel like even if she did, I don't know if she would see the Major that way. Me, a little. The Major knew better, though.
Oh. She wasn't concerned that I was in danger? Not a bit?
No, kept her calm. Very cool. Oh, good. 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 What is that reaction? Huh? Huh. What? Did she want the Major to react? While I wait for everyone to get back with food, I get the fire started. Guess who got mushrooms? We don't eat well, but well enough. I'll stand guard overnight. Me too. I don't like the thought of them being around. I won't sleep right. No point in 2 guards. We all need sleep. First shift. Then I'll take second. I doze for a while. But between the uncomfortable bedding situation and the weird noises outside, I don't get into a useful frame of mind. The Major is still polishing her rifle by the fireside. Faint snoring comes from the Ray's tent. As for Rayan and Marius, no sign of either of them. What? Where did they go? Maybe they're both sleeping peacefully in their own tents. Hopefully. Somehow I doubt we're going to be that lucky. I huddle up next to the fire. Arius emerges from the forest. His shirt's creased to hell and back, more than usual. He's a bit scratched up, like maybe he walked through a bush or 5. Next time I'll try to... Next time? That wasn't nearly... Oh my god. Oh god, what happened? Oh no. I'll make it work. I promise. I'll make it up to you. You think you can... Oh. Oh no. You absolute Anne runs one hand through her hair carelessly, brushing a few errant leaves to the ground. Chunks of bark are tangled in the furred collar of her jacket. Oh, geez. Were you two doing something? Yeah, I think they were doing something. It sounds like it involved Rand getting shoved up against a tree. My eyes skip back to Marius. His face is flushed, neck speckled with purple bruises. My dude, we had to talk about this. I guess it was too much to ask. Well, hopefully things won't go too horribly wrong. She's just like, I don't want anything to do with this. You children. I couldn't help but at least try. Was it worth it? It will be. It will be. Well, I'm glad you're confident. Get yourself off to bed. See you in the morning. I hope he ends up proud of however that works out. And I hope the rest of us get through whatever it ends up being. I mean, young love, right? Arik, you're the same age. What are you talking about? That's not love. Oh. Oof. Ouch. You didn't have to do them that dirty. It's cold and dark out here, and the fire isn't much help. What do people do when they stay awake all night? Maybe I can visualize. Ari Terry-san. Mar... No, the voice is all wrong. I am going to tell the others you showed up. You are. You've waited to get me alone, but I'll tell them everything you have to say. You think you know a lot of things. What do you want? I have tired of my own company. Is it only you in here then? No actual army? Or is everyone else deeper in? Eager lad. I only said I wanted to watch. You have been watching. When do we pass your test? I have heard the way you speak to your companions. The way they speak of you. You consider yourself soft and warm. I would like you to put something into words for me, if you don't mind. Why are you here? We're going to confront Lord Kodad. We're going to kill Lord Kodad. We're going to depose Lord Kodad. Oh boy. I guess we're going to depose him. He's a monster. He can't be allowed to stay in the position he's in. Remove him from the throne and leave the door open. That's your plan. Maybe you should let them know. Might help. We all know what we're here to do. Do we? Do they know what you're planning? I feel like Arik was just kind of like, we're going to the capital. We're going to do something about this. And not actually specify what the plan is. I think that's a laugh. Isn't it fair? They can't judge us. Not on this. You'll find he can judge you. And he is. Who's he? But go on then. String your words together. Everyone wants to change the world. And we can. We actually can. Not yet, but we will. There's not a doubt in my mind. You all want to make the world better. That's why you're here. That's what I said. I'm not entirely sure your companions are on board with that, though. I feel like they're just kind of going along because you said a thing. Yeah, I don't think most of them know what the crap they're doing.
Even your soldier. Why would the Major be different?
I mean, she's made it pretty clear that she's just here for the money.
Hurry.
What?
I'm not here to mess with you.
What are you talking around?
They don't believe in you. Why should they? Your Major follow where her skills lead. This is not her first revolution, and it will not be her last. Your Rayanne snaps at anything in reach. Any grand purpose has been beyond her for years. Your Marius, he wanted out of this town, but he needed security. You offered both. Mireille, your Mireille, she will not abandon you. Friends will let you give everything you have, and then they will take you home. I don't tell you this to stop you. I can't breathe. He gets to his feet. What have you given them, Ari?
Major, wake everyone up.
Sir.
Then he told me that none of you want to be here. They're just like, you little...
How would he know that? Has he been spying on us? Or...
For a given meaning of want and here.
Depends what your alternatives are. I am being paid. I do want to know what's going to happen next.
Right now, there is nowhere in the world I'd rather be than here. I don't know if that's quite accurate. I think he believes in his cause and is happy that he's working towards it. But I don't know. There's nowhere he'd rather be than in the middle of this forest with this ragtag group of people.
I believe in this.
I thought you all did too.
I believe in being given the opportunity to do something drastic. Why else would we be here?
But where's your want?
How dare you? We throw our lot in with you and this is how you repay us? Expecting fanatical devotion to your stupid cause?
Our cause. We're going to depose Kodot. Doesn't that matter to you? Otherwise, you're only here for me, and that won't be enough. I don't think it'll be enough for you all to all survive.
But that's it, Arik. That really is it. You're trying to be so noble. Stop it. I'm your friend. I'm your friend, and I'm here for you.
That's enough for me. Enough for me. But it's not enough for me. I really gotta sleep. Can we do this in the morning? God, yes. Major, look. I don't think that was the thing I had to stay up for. I had enough sleep. I'll take it. Thank you. I grab the pallet the Major was sleeping on and drag it from Mirai's tent toward the fire. Please, please, just let me sleep. Eee! Oh. What? We need to talk. What happened last night? I get it now. You were never here for Koda. Ray wants to get Marius out of the city so you two can do whatever you're trying to do. You're not wrong. Obviously the Major's here more for the money than the motive. I would dream of prescribing any sort of motive to Rayanne. So I know what we need. Boy, you! Get out here! Oh. Oh. Me? Yes, thank you. Look, before we go any further, you're gonna have to give us your name. What was that? That sound in the middle. I see their face is like all scarred on this side. Reckon? I thought it sounded more like... Reckon will do. Alright. Fine, Reckon. You know who we all are. Marius, Mireille, Elhasmi, Rayan, Ari. Rick? Don't worry about it. Go tell us. What do you want? I had been wondering about why this person was calling him that. And I wonder if that has to do with why he's, like, supposedly special. Because, like, his parents were hiding him for a reason. Like, is Ari his real name? Is he someone important? That's what I'm getting out of this. I don't want anything from you. No. What is it that you want? Why are you here? I don't owe you that answer. No. Not owed. There's no debt. You don't have the word for it. I hope you safe travel through the forest. I am responsible for your lives until you leave. But I'm not responsible for your questions. I think you want us to trust you, and I'm trying to. Can't you throw me a bone? I think I've worked you out. I'm listening. If you will say it. You should join us. Come do this with us. You want to, don't you? You all make such a mess of yourselves. But minds are all you have. Stop moving and start strategizing. What can you do if you share? Well then, team, we should split up and show them what we've got. Who's got skills? Oh, Anne and I can probably hold our own in a scrap. You know, throwing some punches, fighting dirty.
I mean, you can't even hold your own when you're...
I said I was sorry. I am, but can we not in front of Mira, please?
I'm afraid that sort of thing is of no use to me. However, Major, if you wouldn't mind, and if it is not overstepping, I would like to learn more about your rifle.
I could share too. Share what, specifically? How to murder helpless prisoners?
Fingers crossed he means killing people.
Your choice. I'm not sure how wise it is to leave Marius and Rayanne on their own. At the same time, anyone can convince the Major to share her rifle. It's Mireille. I don't know whether it's the right time to play Reckon's game. It's up to you. Okay.
I am not entirely clear on what it is that we're doing. I mean, I am curious to learn about our new buddy here. I am also curious to learn more about the Major if we, you know, get her to talk about her rifle and whatnot. And also it is getting late, so I'm trying to figure out when would be the best time to stop the stream. Do you think it would be a good stopping point? It is a little bit awkward in the middle of a dialogue option, but maybe that's for the best. Yeah, you know what? I think this is a good place to pause. I know it autosaves, but I might as well just give it a save. I think that'll be it for today's stream. This game is really interesting so far, although, like, I definitely feel like this whole revolution thing is just so poorly planned out, but it sounds like we're going to try to address that. Because it really just seems like Arik was just like, alright, time to go do a revolution. And it's just like, he's just one dude, and he managed to scrape together a couple of friends to join him, I guess. But, like, first of all, how the heck are they even gonna get to this lord? Second of all, like the Major was saying, you know, if you just remove the leader, that's not gonna solve the problem. Like, you're gonna have so much chaos on your hands. Like, do you have a plan for what to do after? Do you have a plan for, like, a new government? Like, it just feels like we have no idea what we're doing at all. And yeah, I don't know how much the game is going to go into that. Like, the questions are being asked. But, yeah, I'm also really curious about, like, Arik and his motivation, because he just seems like so driven to do this revolution. Well, I mean, it makes sense because, like, it sounds like his family has been living under oppression for a long time. But on the other hand, it almost seems like I don't know. He just seems like kind of obsessed with it. Like it is to some extent reasonable for him to be in that mindset. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what his deal is. Anyway, I'm definitely enjoying the game so far, though. I like just how expressive the characters are, and I like how they have their own little like interactions in the background while I'm talking to someone. They'll like look around or even like cut in with little bits of their own dialogue and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think this game is really kind of well done and just like uses the visual novel medium well. Like just the character movements and expressions and animations are just very well implemented in this game, I feel like. And I am definitely enjoying the characters a lot too. I definitely hope that we'll have more chances to get to know them better. Anyway, I think that'll be it for today. I'll be back playing more of this game next Tuesday, so look forward to that. Um, yeah, I don't know how, the relationships are gonna go in this playthrough. Like, am I gonna end up romancing anyone? I don't know. We'll see. Are Marius and Ran gonna get together properly? We'll see. So yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys are enjoying this game too. And I hope to see you next time. Have a good rest of your day. There's also going to be the weekend speed paint stream, if anyone's interested in coming to that. But yeah, see you later. Bye.